process for virtualization in the core and in the data center, and beginning to distribute that out to all of the COs around the world and to even more further edge points. Within OKNFV, as I said, this is something that we have been working with our service provider customers and many of our vendor members to help realize for a while. So just a little over a year ago in Beijing, China, we did a version 1.0 of a virtual centralized office demo. That demo really focused on onboarding of a number of residential and enterprise VNFs onto an open source VCO sort of supporting platform and built on commodity servers. So we were able to set up a central office on the east coast of the US that connected to a branch in Beijing, China. And we, with Lenovo hardware and Nokia hardware, both based on the Open Compute Project hardware specifications, and we were able to onboard a virtual BNG as well as some virtual firewalling and do some service assurance work. So in the meantime, we've really been looking ahead to mobile. We were able to show in residential use cases that you can start seeing savings of up to 30% and a lot of really good TCO on a number of those use cases. When we start talking about mobile, we're really beginning to look ahead to 5G. You're about to hear from later folks on this keynote stage from Intel and Orange about some of their 5G plans, and I'm sure they're going to go into even more detail about that. But when you start looking at those things at 5G, sort of going out into the edge becomes absolutely critical and necessary. So, what you're going to see shortly today is a demo that shows sort of the work that we have been doing to support our end user use cases for mobile VCO use case, for the mobile VCO. As I said, we've done a lot of work on, kind of the backbone and centralized clouds with a lot of the telco network edge getting attention now. So some of the things that you're going to hear a little bit more about soon from some of my friends and partners in crime who are going to join me are things that we've done to start virtualizing the distribution. So when you start going from core to the central office to even further into the edge, there's even more intelligence that needs to be disaggregated and moved into software. We're going to have some next generation hardware back in a Faraday cage with software-defined radio from the Open Air Interface initiative, and we are also beginning to make headway into the further disaggregation of access from an open source perspective. So with that, I'd just like to remind everyone, once again, before we continue further, that we are doing live demo with live connectivity between us and the US. So we're all a little bit excited, but it's a little risky up here. So send us your good energy. And with that, I would like to ask Fu Chao to come on stage. Okay. So Brandon, were you there? How did that, what was timing on that and how did that sound? Huh? What? All right, which is pretty much exactly what I want to do, right? Okay, Hanan and Azar, how did that sound?
That sounds excellent.
Okay, good.